weavers and spinners up in Armagh, and he went and collected them all and moved into Dover, New Hampshire to work in the mills there. Well, I was raised by the nuns, but every day I'd get home for dinner. And my father would lecture us our history for dinner. He was very adamant, very proud of being Irish, and he wanted us to be too, and it worked. But his favourite time in Irish history was the rebellion of 1798, and it became my favourite time too. And I remember one night at dinner we were having steak and spuds. It could have been pork and spuds, or it could have been lasagna and spuds, or spaghetti and spuds, but we had it for dinner. For their wedding night, my mother made spaghetti, and my father looked down and said, "Where are the spuds?" So we had it every night the rest of his life. And he would lecture us on our own history. And he had a great recitation that he'd do at the dinner table sometimes about a man named Thomas Russell from Cork. And he was up around his part of the world in County Down, looking for an army, putting together an army of school teachers and farmers. And I know that this was a favourite recitation of the great Bobby Clancy. You might have heard him doing it out at Mooney's if he was inclined to do it. Into our townland on a night of snow rode a man from God knows where. None of us bid him stay or go, deemed him friend nor damned him foe, but we stabled his big roan mare. Round our townland were decent folk, and if he didn't speak, well, none of us spoke. And we sat till the fire burned low. We're a civil sort round our wee place, and we made the circle around Andy's lemon's cheerful blaze. We wished the man his length of days, and a good end to his ride. But he smiled, and under his slouchy hat says he, "There's a bit of a joke in that, for we ride in different ways." Now, whilst we smoked, we watched him stare from the seat for lit to glow. I nudged Joe Moore and says, "You wouldn't be on for asking who he's for meeting there, how far he's got to go." But Joey wouldn't dare, nor would he boy Scott. And he took no drink, neither cold nor hot, this man from God knows where. It was closing time and late for by when us once brave the air. I never saw a worse man ever died in the sleep that night, and says, "Aye, you'll find he's for stopping there." But it streaked on through the gable pane. I watched him spur through the pelting rain, and I jumped from his roving eye. 2 winters more than the troubled year, when the best that a man could feel was a pipe that he kept in Highlands near, till the blood of hate and the blood of fear was redder than the rust on the steel. Us ones quick from minding the farms, let them take what we give by the weight of our arms from St. Field to Kilkeel. In the time of the hurry, we had no need. We all of us fought with the rest, and if ever the one shook like a trembling reed, none of us ever gave hint nor heed, not ever, even we guessed. We men of the North had a word to say, and we said it then in our own dour way, and we spoke out as we thought was best. All over Ulster the women cried for the standing crops of the land. But many's the sweetheart, and many's the bride would have leaved to his God where he had died, and mourned lone by her man. But us ones weathered the thick of it, and we used to dander along St. Andy's side by side. What with discourse going to and fro the night we were, and never so late when we'd rise to go, someone would say, "Do you mind going slow on a man that come wandering in?" And we beat the fall to the top again if by any chance he was one of them. This man that rode like the wind. It was getting past the heat of the year when I rode the new town fair. I sold as I could. The dealers were near, £2.8 for the English steer, nothing at all for the mare. I met the key in the throng of the street, says he, "The grass was growing under our feet since they had young work here." And he told me that Boney had promised help to a man in Dublin town. So says he, "If you've hung your pipe on the shelf, you'd best go home, hot foot by yourself and once more take her down." So by Cumber Road I trotted the grey, and never got porch and chillelays with high and rising ground. For a week of days we sat waiting word to go at it like men, and no French ship sailed into Cloggy Bay. got the dark news on a harvest day that the cause was lost again. And Joey and me and Bully Boy Scott, we all agreed when he was not be found in the thick of the slain. By now, Patrick J. and I was bound to fare on a day I'll remember that. For when I reached the prison square, the people were gathered hundreds there, and you couldn't hear stir or breath. The soldiers were standing grim and tall on the scaffold built from in the wall, when a man stepped out for death. Now, I was prayer near to the throng, and I know his face again, and I know his step, and I know his walk, and the sound of his strange up-country talk, where he spoke out right plain. And he bowed his head to the swinging rope, and I said, please God, to his dying hope, and amen to his dying prayer, that the wrongs would cease and the right prevail. For that man they hanged in down Patrick J. was the man from God knows where. Oh, see the people hosts of men, which speed with faces one, from farmstead and from Fisher's Cup, along the banks of Ban. They come with vengeance in their eyes. Too late are they, for young Rory McCorley goes to die on the bridge of June today. Up that narrow street he steps, smiling, proud and young, about the hand rope on his neck, the golden ringlets strung. There's never a tear in his blue eyes, but that right are they, as young Rory McCorley goes to die on the bridge of June today. When he last stepped off the street, the shining pike in hand, behind him marched in grim array a stalwart Irish band. For Antrim town, he dead and good of Ray, and young Rory McCorley goes to die on the bridge of June today. There's never a one of all your dead more bravely felling flame than he who marches to his fate on the bridge of June today. To the last, he treads the awkward way, and young Rory McCorley goes to die on the bridge of June today. There you are, in high history of 1798 in 6 minutes. And you know what dinner was like at my house.